Like I said, Daemen is a good team. They're a veteran team. They made shots. We didn't defend the three-point line. We knew they had three-point shooters. So we didn't do a good job with that. But overall, we had some spots, some moments, but we got a ways to go, and we just got to keep getting better. We'll take this and kind of learn from it. It was a good first test for us as we continue to improve on both ends of the floor. So.
Questions? Adrian, what do you think about the pace of tonight?
I thought the pace was good. I thought it slowed down in the second half. The first half, it was really good. But it's only going to be good when we get stops and we can get the ball out and push it. The second half, I thought we ran out a little gas, so we slowed down a little bit. But for the most part, the first half, the pace was kind of where we wanted it to be. Second half, it slowed down a little bit.
Sometime with Malik, do you have a little issue with Judah? And we had a bunch of guys who just...
Yeah, we got a couple of guys got a little nagging injuries, and it's just not worth it right now. As we try to get prepared, they'll be fine. Nothing serious, nothing serious, yeah. And he's good, and I think we just got to get better. We'll nag injuries here and there. We just got to keep improving and getting better. But for the most part, we've been pretty much healthy. We're getting everybody back whole, so just moving forward with that.
Coach, we also didn't see William Patterson out on the court tonight. Everything okay on his end?
Everything is okay. He's a freshman. We had some guys a little bit ahead of him. Trying to get him in, but we will get him in. He's working hard, but he's kind of behind some veteran guys right now.
Someone we did see. Sorry, go ahead. Someone we did see was Peterky tonight, who hasn't played in a very long time. So how happy were you to see him out there after his injuries and his various issues that he had?
I was excited for Peter. I mean, he brings a ton of energy. He understands what we're trying to do on both ends of the floor. So it was good to get him back. He's been practicing with us the last week, so it was really good to get him back and see him out there. We're just excited for him.
Now that you've seen JJ's game, obviously we've been following it for a while, but what does he add to this team this year?
I mean, I think when you talk about a dynamic guard that can control the game and impact the game, even without even scoring, that's always a plus. But I mean, his pace, the way he gets the ball out, he rebounds, he defends. I mean, he's just an all-around player. So we're lucky to have him. But he was, I thought he was really, really good, especially in the first half. He was really phenomenal. He just directed everything, pushed pace, got people shots, and that's what we need.
How did you think of the wings, the two high scorers, Quadier and Justin?
I thought Justin, played really well. He was solid, especially on the defensive end, and he made his shots. He's been, that's what he does. He's been really working. He's improved on that. He's more consistent. I thought he was really good at Quadier. The last probably 2 or 3 weeks, this is, what we've been seeing him do. Just kind of really putting pressure on the defense. And then defensively, he can guard multiple positions. He just flies around. His energy, we're going to need that this year.
And you touched on it earlier, but how would you characterize specifically Judah's injury? And obviously, these are still exhibition games. So when would you want to actually see him back out there?
I think it's nothing serious. Again, if he, I thought I wanted to hold him out today. It's not. We want to get him ready for the season, and it also gives us some other guys a chance to play, and that's kind of my thought on that. But Judah's fine; he'll be ready to go. Not worried about Judah.
Coach, I know you touched upon this in your opening statement, but just kind of talk about what the man-to-man looked like to you.
It was some good parts to it. I thought we, especially in the first half, the second half, it wasn't good. I don't think we got back in transition. That's something that we've been working on. When you get back in transition, being able to locate those shooters. I don't think we did a good job of that today. But the first half, we had some good moments where we sped them up and. We kept the ball on one side, or we made them play fast and made them take a quick shot or dribble it out of bounds. So again, the first half, we'll pull more stuff out of the first half than we will the second half. The second half is, that'll be a lot of teaching points. The energy just wasn't the same.
Coach, JJ's first game, touched on his performance. Was it a plan going in for him to play the entire game?
Not really, but he just has so much command of the game, and I looked at him and asked him how he felt. He said he felt good, and I just, I just went with it. I just let him play, and I think for him, he needs to get comfortable playing in here anyway. But he has so much command of the game, and he was getting people shots, like I said, in the first half. So I wanted to keep him out there.
What jump do you want to see from Exhibition 1 to Exhibition 2?
I think just getting better, on both ends of the floor. And I think defensively, holding teams. We can't let teams shoot make 11 3-pointers on us. I think we got to rebound the ball better. I mean, we're a bigger team, more athletic team, and we won it by 3. So we got to do a better job of that, getting to the ball. But just overall, offensively today, we didn't have we didn't need to run as much. We just kind of play it out, space it out, and try to use our dribble drive a little bit more, which that's what we have. We have a team that can space out. We have multiple guys that can drive the ball. So. But just getting better on both ends of the floor, but defensively rebounding and keeping people in front of us.
What was that learning curve like for you? First time actually on the sidelines, Coach?
Today it was exciting, but I kind of felt normal. I didn't have to make too many decisions today, so.
And continue to talk about JJ. We know he can score the ball, but kind of talking about his playmaking ability and how he showed that tonight.
He pushed pace. I think that was the biggest thing and we haven't had that in a while, and we haven't played that way where he was just blowing the ball up the court and our guys were filling in, and he hit JT on a couple, then he got a couple of shots for Kyle, I believe, but he was just that having that burst and that pace. That's going to be able to allow us to create easier shots.
We're talking about pushing the pace. JJ had the ball in his hands, Quartier had the ball in his hands, so did Kyle. Justin ran a couple plays, I think, too. Just talk about all the weapons you have in terms of running the point guard position.
I think, as I've said before, and as this team continues to grow, we have, we can put multiple guys out there that all can dribble, pass, and shoot. That's where I think our depth comes in at. I think that's where we can, be really effective if we have the right spacing, being able to play, off of those guys. We have, Judah didn't even play today. Malik didn't play as much. Benny can put the ball down on the floor and make some plays. So, we have guys that can do that, and I think that'll be the strength of our team this year, that we can, really, have multiple ball handlers that makes us fast.
2 more questions, please.
You spoke about rebounding. Obviously, Naheem is a big body on the inside. What do you hope to see from him inside of the paint this year?
Obviously protecting the rim. I thought he did a good job. I thought he did a really good job. I thought he, finished when he got the ball. We expect him, when we get our defense set and right how we want it, to be able to protect the basket and then rebound the ball and then, get up the court. I think that's something that he can do, especially, how we want to play. Today wasn't a good indication of it, but, going forward, when our defense gets right, I think he'll be a big part of what we do, especially on that end of the floor.
Benny sat in that Greensboro locker room last year after your loss to Wake Forest and said he had a lot of growing up to do. How have you seen over these last 9 months him grow up and mature to that person you want him to be?
I just think that his approach, coming in every day, being an everyday guy, and understanding, some days your shot is falling, but you got so much more to your game, and I think he's really put effort into that. He could score the basketball, but we got to get better on other things, and I think that's where he's really matured at, is acknowledging those and trying to work on them.
Thanks. The Syracuse locker room will be open.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.